Hello, everybody. Welcome. Ow. Welcome back to the stream. I need to find myself some food that we can eat. I don't have any food. Damn. Well, that's gonna be a problem. Hello, fishy. Oh, that is actually something I have not checked on in a hot minute. I should probably open up where... Alright. Alrighty. Let's make ourselves some food. Ow. Alright, today is going to be a relatively short stream, but I'm trying to get in my streaming hours wherever I can at the moment, because it's a lot lately. I need stones. Do I not have any stones in here? I do have some stones. Good. Perfection. Oh, I did have more bone pickaxe heads. Cool. Good to know. Alright. Alright, for the most part, we're just going to be doing more winter prep today. Trying to finish whatever we can of the treehouse while we have the chance to before it begins snowing heavily. Haven't played so long that you gotta. Oh no, I'm easily capable of reorienting myself back into Vintage Story. And welcome, my dear friend. It has been a minute. It has been very chaotic at home, so I have been missing. So what I'm going to also start doing is these these fence windows are slightly okay, but I do not like them enough. So I'm going to replace all of them with those windows. Because I'm like 99% sure that the fences do not count as actual walls to keep the heat out. I mean, to keep the heat in. But that also makes sense. They're full of gaps. Oh, so how are you doing, Unborn? Hope you're staying alive and well. I've heard that Europe's going through it in terms of heat, as we have as well. Growing turnips. The flax is still growing. That is the wrong door. Is everything... Okay, so this entire farm field... Nope, onions aren't done yet. Sudo Wudo. Just doing as well as a lobster in a pot. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that stuff is ridiculous. Like, hold on, I need to do a quick conversion so that I can speak in European terms. Ah, because how hot has it hit over where you're at? Because the heat wave that we've been under until today here in my state, goodness gracious, 42? Yeah, we are currently sitting at, well, the past week, we have hit 45 Celsius, and 48 in a couple parts of the state. It has been boiling. It has not been fun to be in the desert right now here in Utah. Like, Jiminy Christmas, I feel like my skin's falling off. Like, I love my state and all, but it's getting too hot. Yeah, though the problem with Utah is it's not just the heat, because when it gets hot out, like, it gets nasty. Because, yes, humidity is worse, and I 100% agree. But there's something about Utah heat that makes it unique. Because my wife, as an example, uh, if you are not. It's snowing. Snow is here. Hold on, I need to re-edit the stream. Yeah. We finally have a storm blowing in, so we should cool down, but Derp has long suffered the effects of the dry heat of our state, and it is brutal. Namely, the constant, never-ending bloody noses, it seems. Yeah, we need to cut down some trees so that we can run one last thing of charcoal cooking before winter really gets going. Which is going to be a problem. Cut down trees, cut down trees. German temps are funny. Met Russian before the Ukraine thing complaining about cold, and people from South Africa about heat when. The temps reach extremes. Yeah, temperature is just such a pain. It doesn't help that. Okay, this is a bit of a hot take. But I really don't like Celsius. If I'm gonna be honest, Celsius doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, yes, it is cool if I am using it to measure the temperature of water. Awesome. Fahrenheit is just better for. Oh, on a scale of 1 to 100, how good does it feel outside in terms of heat/cold? Oh, it's 0 degrees outside. I better put on a coat. Because 32 degrees Fahrenheit is when water freezes. So anything that is in like single digits or 0 in Fahrenheit, it's like, I regret my decision to go outside today. I mean, the one winter I spent in Alaska, I will never forget. Because that is a level of cold I was never prepared for. But it is also Alaska, which is like, reaching places where it's the very extent of humanity. Yeah, I think I'm good. I mean, honestly, I would love to go to Europe at some point, but negative 52 F or C? Hold on a second. Yeah, that's a bit nuts. Negative 61 degrees. The question, is there wind chill? That is my only question. Okay, if it is windy, no thank you. I will kindly say no. Yeah, if it's too windy, because I can handle the cold. I cannot handle, wind chill, because that crap cuts right to the bone, man. I hate that stuff. Though I do, at some point, need to go visit Europe once in my life. Where I live, it often gets misty in the autumn and winter. I love fog. It's also just terrifying to drive in, but then again, it is, fog and driving are not conducive to one another. I will say, I do love seeing all the things that, like, people coming to America and experiencing the American summers for the first time. Like, at the beginning of the World Cup, people were like, Oh, this is America. What is wrong with your weather? Trust me, it gets bad at times. Like, we have an entire section of the country that the wind gets physically violent with humans. It begins throwing hands, and by throwing hands, it throws houses. Welcome to Tornado Alley. I have seen a tornado. That stuff is horrifying. Yeah, free carousel ride with relocation. Like, that stuff is just scary. I will say, though, it tells you a lot about the World Cup and how sick and tired people are of FIFA doing FIFA things. When everyone that I know is rooting for England to win against Argentina. I'm sorry, nobody likes England. Not even I like England. What confuses me is people building garden hut style houses there. Yeah. I don't understand just how we build houses in America because, like, we have such a diversity of houses. Like, even in the town that we live in, there's probably like 80 different styles. And we do not live in a very big town. Ooh, a Staryu! Catch. Like, I have a nice, proper brick house that I live in. But a good deal of it, I think, has to do with some of the resource scarcity and just... Not scarcity, but... Americans get really weird when it comes to different regional uses for certain materials, like... Northern Midwest, like in the Midwest, you do see brick houses, but the problem is with how many tornadoes do go through that area, it is not feasible. Proper is an outer wall, 4 to 6 layers of brick wide, 2 layers for the interior walls. I mean, what can I say? Everyone just builds stuff differently. Okay, I need an axe. Do I have a spare axe anywhere? Spare axe? Alright. I need to find wherever in the heck my bark peeler tool went. If I still have one, I'm pretty sure I do not, which is its own problem. I need an ads. Alright, I need to put you in there. You're gonna get all that bark. Put them in there, and you over here. You over here. For reference, your interior walls. That is a lot of material, my guy. I can see what you were meaning by the proper, quote-unquote, layers of bricks. Goodness gracious, that's so much material. I love that that's my reaction, is me thinking about the material cost of all that brick. It shows you how American I am. It's just like, oh, that's expensive. That is... I mean, hey, at least your houses are bulletproof. I'll say that much. And likely more radiation resistant. Because that's a lot denser material than the wood that we use. The wood, plaster, gypsum board. Punching walls here is a bad idea unless you really want to break your wrist. I mean, honestly, I think American buildings are just meant to be torn apart way easier. Because, like, in the Midwest, it makes a lot of sense why houses are built from, like, wood and plaster. Because I'ma be real, the amount of fires and just everything else we have as a country. Like, California's on fire constantly. My state's on fire constantly. Yeah, but why do they do that in Tornado Alley? With the wood buildings, I think it's just a lot easier to replace. Like, I think that's the majority of it, is just ease of replacement. Also, it's creating less destructive, things that the wind is flinging around. But a good building at worst... No, that is not correct. I have seen brick buildings get ripped asunder and turned into nothing but flying clouds of shrapnel. Like, when tornadoes get bad, like, a Cat 5 just... It don't matter what your building's made of, it's gone. Unless it is a literal bunker in the earth, it's probably dead. It's probably gone. Cat 5 tornadoes are one of the scariest things on this planet, in my personal opinion. And especially with the weather just getting more and more turbulent and violent every year, it seems. It's... Why did I come over here? Right. Okay. So I need to get the hammer. Oh, they were over here this entire time. I didn't have to build new ones. I should probably go check on my ducks. Hi, guys. Look at all my little ducks. All nice and happy. So you're pregnant. A light temporal storm is approaching. Great. Aren't we just so excited for a light temporal storm of BS and monsters and other crap? I mean, there's also been a decent amount of EF4s which can still mangle brick buildings. And even then... So what I'm seeing is a good... Even EF2 and EF3 tornadoes tear off enough bricks and concrete from normal buildings or brick buildings that they can become massive hazards. So that's why they avoid being used. But even then, I don't exactly know why the US does the things that we do. Welcome to the United States, where things... I can't remember everything as why we do things the way we do, but usually there is actually a decent reason. Whether it is material cost or something to that effect, or just the amount of labor required versus how fast you need it. Okay, so it's raining here, but over yonder it was snowing. I am confuzzled. Why? Alright, what I am going to do is take all my... So from what I could find, we got a... Yeah, EF2s are... I don't know. The one that I saw was an EF2, if I'm remembering correctly. And it was still pretty freaking scary. But I don't think it was nearly as bad as some of the others that a couple of my pals out in the Midwest have seen. Yeah, 114. Let's see. Yeah, the EF5s get 157 plus. Yeah, it goes from Cat 1, 74 to 95 MPH, some damage. Cat 2 is up to 110 MPH, and that's extensive damage. Category 3 is devastating damage at 129 MPH. 4 is 156 MPH, which is catastrophic. And then 5 is anything that exceeds 157. And it is the worst. Mainly storm floods in coastal areas and damaged roofs. Yeah, like, Cat 2 is not that big of a deal. I mean, from my knowledge of the Midwest, what we normally get are Cat 3s. Oh, that's right. Oh, great. I just remembered that I can't build what I wanted to build. So instead, we are going to have to divert, and we are just going to make ourselves a butchering table. Because I can't build plate armor because I don't have the appropriate leather, which is stupid. So we need 32 boards. So I need to make a knife. I need to make another thing of shears, because I don't think we have one. Negative, we do not. I do not want to use the silver cleaver, because that is a waste of my silver. Okay, so we need... Ugh, my brain is pulling at me to do so many different things. I'm not good at multitasking. Actually, what I'm going to do is from there... Goodness gracious. I can't see anything. Gosh dang it. I'm gonna have to make myself some actual clothes for winter. So we have 2 metal plates, 32 things. I need a knife, which is 1 ingot. I need shears. I have a temporal storm that's about to hit me and be incredibly lame. Because I would really like to do something other than deal with a storm. So I guess for the most part, while that is going on, when it inevitably kicks off, I am just going to be sitting and hanging out with you guys because I don't want to have to deal with it at the moment. Let's see, leather helmet. Gamboys. Oh, frick, that's right. I can make a gambeson. Guys, I think I figured out a solution to the armor problem. We will likely have to make... Ooh, all I need is... Okay, I can do that. Do. How do I make dyes? Dye making. Cloth needs to be treated in a chemical solution called a mordant before it is dyed. Mordants can be made from different materials. Once you've found a good material from it through prospecting or trading. Oh. Woad. Perfect! I have lots of woad around. I can just make... Okay, cool. I'm happy. I just need to find woad. Hello? Who is it? I'm honestly debating replacing those windows with... I'm so glad I turned around. Give me my stock. Oh, this sword is great. Huh, I would have thought... I don't know how they got in. I think they just might have spawned. But... it is fine. But I think what we should do is... yes, the leather jerkin and stuff is great and all, but... I may as well just make a full set of gambeson. Let's see, gambeson. $900 versus $250. Percentage protection 70%. Protection tier 2. But you do become... no, that's the wrong one. I need copper. Dang. I may as well just make some gambeson. And save my copper so that I can make the full set of plate eventually. Because eventually making a full set of plate body armor is on the docket. And I think I'll just make it out of copper. Or I can make it out of scale. Because scale is pretty good. Yeah, and that's the problem. I need true leather, which... that is why I'm going to have to find an alternate option for my armor. Because for some reason, the different kinds of leathers aren't interchangeable. Whoever decided that is an idiot. See, now this is a true weapon of war. Yeah, this is the best purchase I've ever made. Because this is great. It just absolutely wrecks everything I touch. Only problem is I don't have the Forlorn Hope armor, which is what I want next. Where in the heck? Oh, shoot. Come here, bitch boy. What is wrong? Can you not handle the heat? Truly, this sword was a great purchase. Yeah, I think we shall end up making Gambison. Also, Gambesons are one of the few things of armor I probably could easily get my hands on nowadays. Let's see. Gambison armor. Let's see. How much would it cost for... I mean, I might be able to get one for like a decent amount of cash. Like, not that bad. I would love to get myself a Gambison. Because that would be pretty fire. I will actually have to get myself a Gambison at some point. Oh yes, don't mind me and my sleep eating. Let me see. How much view do I have? I'm going to grab my gemstones and see if I can go over to some of the traders and sell them. Because winter is about to hit, and I would like... I don't know. Let's see, what time is it? It is 5:22 in the morning. Hey, that's about the time that I woke up this morning. Two-tongue, anything you want. Ornate silver spear, forlorn hope helmet. I would like to buy a forlorn hope helmet. Question is, will I do it right now? You know what? No, I'm not going to at the moment. I'm gonna go to the others and see if I can't sell some stuff. Let's see, the next nearest trader is my guy over there, and then the guy that lives over here. And hey, if nothing else, if along the way I find animals that I can kill and bring back home for hides and stuff, I can do that. Oh, is that woad? It is woad. Yeah, any woad that is not by the house is now eligible to be taken as loot. So that we can make blue gambeson, and blue is my favorite color. Hans, do you have anything to sell? Or... Okay, fine then, Hans. I'll leave you alone. I find it interesting that woad, which is an actual, like, because a lot of these plants are based off of actual plants. That woad, which has yellow flowers, produces a blue dye. Just interesting stuff. Actually, I wonder why that is. I'm going to go quickly Google that. So it's not the flowers, it is the actual leaves. So it's the plant itself, not the flowers. Okay, so no wonder why it... What is that, dead fox? Man, dude, what is it with these frickin' bears, man? Why do they always show up at, like, the worst times? And some days I really just shouldn't speak. Because I feel like that comment about, oh, if we find any animals to hunt while we're out, we'll just kill them, has now led to me having to hunt a bear. Again. Even then, I don't know how... I can't use this ground because it's too shallow. Well... Oh, I don't even have a knife. You know what? Screw it. Because it's always grizzlies, man. Like, can I get some black bears? Like, you know, the not super difficult BS that is the brown bears? Oh, it's a duck. Hey, Stretch, got anything? Hello. Ten to 20. Zinc. Okay, you know what? We'll buy 20. Things worth of that? That sounds good. What's that red thing? Like, I hate to admit that I have become, like, sort of spoiled by the radar, but, like, at this point, I am so annoyed with just how undetectable 90% of the freaking predators in this game are. I'm never going back. Yeah, I need to capture those goats and put them in the barn. Best ways to kill bears vintage story. Oh my word, I didn't realize that. Shoot. I am out of food. Alright, I have figured out the way to kill the bear. Apparently, bears cannot fit through one wide doorways at all. Pokey catch. Which means I can exploit that to murder the bear. I need to actually check on how... Okay, 30 days. Oh. Alright. I know how to kill the bear. But we are also... I think I need at least one more thing of Mord. Not Mord. Woad. That's the reverse. I need a lot of crap tree. I want to play D&D. Yes, I know. I do too. So what I am going to do is I am going to lure the bear I think over to where I have the gold vein. That's a heck of a distance. Alright, where's the cave mouth? Where in the heck? Oh, I think it's in this one. Is it? Yes, it is. Ay, caramba. What am I doing? And in specific, I'm pretty sure Derp just wants to play any of the settings that I have. Wow, to think. All you really need to do is just make a place where they can't fit and you can stab it. Revolutionary. Well, on the morrow, I will be building the the stuff I need to actually be able to kill the bears now. Well, to actually cut it apart and make sure to get 100% of the materials. I have no knife. No, I do. I'm just blind. Alright, I need to put these somewhere. Then I need... Alright, we're gonna get started. Effective now. Screw sleep. We are gonna start forging some stuff. I think we will need roughly 3-ish. Things, but we will see. And I'm also going to smelt cook up a couple pieces of copper. Not to the point where they actually melt, but to the point where I can add them to whatever build I'm working on. Alright, we're gonna let this stuff get hotter. We need at least 3 ingots worth of things, I believe. Cool, those are just gonna keep burning. I want them ready in case I need them. Okay, so first off, we need a knife. I do not see the knife. There it is. Yeah, this is the problem with shears. It is so wasteful in terms of materials when I was making them the first time. Yeah, I'm gonna need those. All right. Hmm. Oh, great. I don't have any food. Well, guess what I'm doing? I'm getting drunk and then butchering a bear. All right. Butcher table. character's drunk. Oh my word, that is so much bushmeat. Does that be enough? Now then, I need to figure out what to do. I want to play Koto Trees Homebrew. Yeah. I knew it. Ugh. Okay, so what can I use you for? Rawhide mantle. What is coat? What is coat S? Cotus. Ah, yes, Chronicles of the Stars. Alright, I'm gonna... Oh, look at that, it's blue. So now then, how do I dye linen? How to dye linen? Alright, how do I make blue cloth? How do I make plain cloth? Okay, good enough. Alright, cool. That's just gonna be the dye barrel now. Because I highly doubt we're gonna get that blue out of that wood. It is blue wood now. Actually, I need to see something. I need leggings. If that doesn't tell you what I do to bears in my area, don't know what will. Let's see, 1 bear, 2 bear, 3 bear, 4 bear. That's 5, 6, 7. I've killed 7 bears. I'm a bit of a beast. I mean, a lot of those bears died to punji stake traps, but I think I can say that I am a good hunter if you cannot count the sheer volume of heads mounted on my walls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Yeah, I've killed 41 animals. I think that means I do a good job. Almost all of the pelts I have are most, besides the horrific amounts of things that I've turned into just hide and used for leather, which there was a lot of that. I would like to think I'm an accomplished hunter. And I've got frickin' Unborn to hang out with here and watch over the thing of, well, the crate of dead shit. Perfect, my friends. I now have compost. And it's promptly getting sealed back up to make more compost. Honestly, though, I think for the moment that is going to wrap up the stream today. Because I'm not gonna lie, I've been fighting for my life the past few days because of a lack of sleep. And I don't have much more energy than what I have right now. Come here, you little... Oh yeah, you're running now! The moment it saw me leave my house with a sword, it was like, "Oh no, I have committed a sin. Yes, yes, you have. I am going to kill you." In game. Yeah, I have. I have killed a great deal of animals in this setting, in this world. Is it a little bit sad? Yes, but anyways. I am going to call it here. I am starting to fall apart. So, I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to be playing MechWarrior 5 Clans, the Wolves of Tukia DLC. It'll likely be starting at 10 or 11 a.m. my time, which is... I have no idea what that is in Germany. Because 10 a.m. MST... It'll be about the same time I started my stream this morning. I'll put it that way. But, anyways. Love you guys. You guys are great. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I really, really appreciate it. And I mean that. I really do care that you guys want to spend time with me watching me play silly games. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.